Boy.
Boy.
Was he saying, boy? The week before Christmas.
The week
and
before.
all through the internets.
Life is
Taye
good.
and Chris
are coming at you hard.
Talking some sports.
Yeah, boy. All right, so tonight for sure. I know the things we're going to talk about. Cricket. Don't worry. He don't like it, but we will talk about it. Cycling. We will talk about that. We will talk about basketball. The Lakers getting on bad with my boy LeBron.
LeBronica. You
LeBronica.
get some new $100 bills?
I did. I did get some new $100 bills, and then I went to ATM and get some old $100 bills. So we ain't got
that been happening too.
But along the way, most of our conversation tonight will be about football. And we have many, many, many things to talk about within football. I mean, just too many.
All right. So what do you want to kick it off with?
They kick it off with the easy one.
What's that?
Cricket. Easy. Listen, I would like to say
what's
that, all right, so right now the West Indies team is touring India. They played 3 T20s. They lost 2-1.
I could feel the cutters from here.
And they have played 2 ODI so far, and they've beaten India once, and they've lost once.
Hold on, wait, what? West Indies beat where? Who?
Lord have
at
mercy.
where? West Indies beat India at home in India.
Beat them bad too, boy.
Yeah. I saw that.
India
I saw that.
India scored 287, and West Indies ended up needing to score 288, scored 291 or 292 with over and a half to spare or something like that.
And I saw a couple of former players who are now on the outside of the team
looking in.
Talking about that performance.
Who,
and really,
who was these players on the outside that talking? I mean, call the name.
They were mentioning the fact that maybe Bravo would come back into the
Never,
team.
but hard luck. Bravo, Dwayne Bravo, I like you. I don't think your singing career will go far, but I still like you. But as far as coming back into the team, I think your role needs to be more like a player coach.
Really?
No, listen. I think
you still have game. My feeling is
Bravo,
that I think he's still capable of playing at the highest level with the right motivation.
I have no doubt about that, but I think there are 11 players that he can't get ahead of. And it's not that I don't think he has anything to, or he doesn't have anything to contribute. I think he does have a lot to contribute. I love Dwayne's enthusiasm on the field. I love it. You know, he's going after it. He takes some spectacular catches. But the age might be catching up. Yeah, and then, the problem is with Dwayne with the bowling is he'll bowl one day, he'll bowl good, and then the next 2 days he'll bowl and it mightn't be as good.
Right.
And then he'll bat one day good, and the next 3 days he might bat and it mightn't be as good. And I think what West Indies team needs now more than anything is a consistent set of performers, and they're starting to get that.
Right.
And that's where, so nothing personal, and don't take it, I mean.
No, of course, we are being objective here. We're not any fanboys of anybody.
Nothing personal.
We call it as we see it. Sometimes it might sound favorable. It might sound like, we try to come at you hard. But it's always going to be straight, fair comment.
But what I would say is I like the approach that Kieron Pollard has as captain injected into the team, and the way they playing, and the way, what was missing from the West Indies for a long time, a sort of a fighting spirit. So yesterday they played and India scored 387 in 50 overs. Boy, if you see licks, man, all over the park. And you know what? We came back and we scored 280. I think it's 280. So we lost by 107. But the reality of it is it wasn't like the norm. What you would normally think would happen is West Indies would capitulate for about 100 runs under that kind of stress, but they didn't do that. They made some mistakes, and it was maybe a couple of the mistakes. If they had not made them, they could have easily gone on to make a 320 or 330. So you could see where
they're building.
Yeah, and it's a lot of youngsters. Alzari, Joseph, Shamron Hetmeyer. So I like what I'm seeing. I just kind of, and I like, I find Kieron is doing a real good job. He's doing a good job.
How is Jason Holder adjusting to his new role as not being captain?
He batting poorly.
So no change whatsoever.
You hateful boy.
No, hey, listen.
He batting real bad, and I ain't think he bowling so good either. I like Jason Holder.
I don't dislike the man.
I like it. I think he will come good. He need to refocus himself.
Well, certainly he doesn't have the stress of being captain and trying to plot strat. Well, no, he didn't used to do that either.
No, but
so,
listen.
He has absolutely no stress. The same way he didn't have it while he was captain. So maybe something might change.
You know what?
Now.
I think they had a little rivalry playing off with him and Kyron while they were in the CPL, right? You know, Kyron was captain in the Knight Riders. The Pride went on and went, and I thought he took it. I think being dismissed or being removed as captain, he took that opportunity with the Barbados Pride to win the CPL and prove to them to make a statement. But you know what? That wasn't really it. It's not that he was a bad captain. It's just that
he was a bad captain.
No, I don't think he was a bad captain. I wouldn't go so far.
I might go that
good.
Far. But then I'm not a fan. I'm not looking at the technical aspects of it. I'm looking at it strictly as the casual outsider, macroing through a window, class or whatever. I'm not a dedicated cricket fan. I'm looking at it from that point of view. And for me, I think maybe shine has come back for West Indies cricket. Maybe in 2020 I'll watch a few more games.
You better watch a freaking few more games. I can't curse, but
so let's move it along.
And Phil Simmons as coach has also kind of
put something in.
Yeah, he put something. Yeah, right. Cycling.
So the guys recently came back from two legs of the
threes. They went to Hong Kong, then they went to New Zealand, and then they went to Australia, Brisbane. Right. Went to Brisbane.
So they had 3 bites of the apple at the World Cups, and they were a mix. They were a mixed bag. And most of the mix was not great.
For those who don't know,
most of the readers, most of the viewers would know we've been speaking about the team.
Yeah.
Already.
So we'll
their Olympic hopes.
Yeah, we'll explain it briefly
about that. No, we're not going to talk about that. What you're going to do is we're going to put a link in the video where you can find all of that stuff because they ain't going to go through all of that.
All right.
Remember tonight we shorter.
Yeah. I still 5'11" and a half. I know about you.
Yeah, 6 feet. 6 feet with shrinkage. You know, like when you watch your hair, it's kind of shrivel up and
yeah. Right, but the general thing about it is, I think Coach Aaron Hartwell was hoping that after the 3 World Cups, the team would have been in a higher ranking, Olympic ranking, heading into possibly the World Championships. I don't think that has happened. The teams that they are trying or that they're immediately behind, Japan being one of them, Poland being the other, Russia, and trying to remember the next one. In most of the World Cups, New Zealand, most of the World Cups beat them. So even though they finished 4th, the 3 teams that finished 1, 2, 3 was Poland, Japan, New Zealand. When they finished 6th, most times Japan, Poland, New Zealand ahead of them. When they finished 8th, Japan, New Zealand, Poland ahead of them too. So in essence, even though
it was a zero-sum game.
Yeah. Even though they gained points and they did well, the teams that they needed to beat, they haven't. So in essence, China might be out of the running now, and it might be really 10 teams aiming at 8 spots, but it's still going to be a tough call.
To beat the 2 teams.
I think there's no doubt in my mind that Aaron Hartwell has to take the team to Canada to the next World Cup, try and get more points, or try and get better than an 8th place so that the 3 World Cup tally points will end up being higher, then go to the World Championships and finish 8th or better. And that might be that has to be the goal. The goal has to be to go there and finish 8th or 7th or maybe even 6th and better.
Right. So there is no other option right now.
None.
We have to go to Milton.
Yeah.
In Connecticut.
We
have to.
Yeah.
We have to do well there. So really and truly, and I mean I don't want to sound like if I've been disheartened or not. This is what it's all about. Yeah. But it's out of Aaron's hands right now. As the pilot of the plane, this is where you're going to say, all right, the plane had to fly. The plane had to take off. The plane had to land. So you guys are going to have to do it. And, I mean, I have faith, but, I am a fanboy of the cycling team.
All right.
I love this cycling team. I love what it could do for us.
Right.
In a lot of ways, this cycling team is like our Jamaica bobsled team.
Okay.
This is brand new territory for us.
Yes.
We in the English-speaking Caribbean, remember that part of it. This is a brand new thing for us. So I would love to see men from part of the country, part of the world where you know, it's still bush and you wake up in the morning and it's cock crowing and your neighbor have a pig farm. These
in the
are
Olympics.
the kinds of, yeah.
And you know what's interesting? Every time we go to a World Cup and you see the Trinidad team on the screen riding, they're always competing against nations, Japan, China, Holland, France, you know, England, blah, 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 blah. Without a doubt, we quite possibly are the only team from a third world, and I say that really with loving in my heart, nation. Right. All the other teams relatively are from developed nations, you know, with the exception of maybe Colombia, which, you know, still is a developed nation.
When you look at Colombia and the big cities compared to what
most of the countries we compete in it, one city has more people in it than
the whole of Trinidad.
The whole of Trinidad. So we really stacked up against it, money-wise, resources-wise, or whatever. But it's good to see that we actually, you know, you get individuals from a lot of the small countries. You might get an individual. But this is a team, and that's the difference. There's an actual team. So we have a lot to be really proud of. From that point of view, the team has done well. Erin has done great. My only suggestion is, and I'm saying this loud and clear, Bramble, Nico, Justine, Erin, that's what you ought to do. That team will, if you put it in that order, I feel you go run fast. That's just my suggestion.
If the guru then try to coach you,
yeah, I know.
Why are you even watching this show?
Yeah. Which leads us to the resignation of Larry Romane. Oh, good. You take a deep breath, boy.
I had to tweet him the other day.
You tweet him?
I tweet him.
Why? What you wanted to find out? The man was dealing with cretins. The man is... Let
me ask you a question.
Go ahead.
What part of that is surprising? What part of that is
absolute
news to Larry?
I don't know if
I had to call him out because Larry... Listen,
I don't know if it's news to him, but Larry, maybe he just thought he could... Maybe he had an anti-cretin spray that he was going to spray into the federation.
It wasn't going to happen, Larry.
And that he was going to decretinize them.
You know what was the...
It didn't work.
You know when you have somebody and they try to apologize and they end up with an excuse? Well, I'm real sorry, but... Larry threw in that but. And you need to go and do a forensic audit of 2017.
Well, they do. He's not incorrect.
He's not incorrect, but I mean, really? Why you didn't do it? How long you there? Even if you was there for 10 minutes, your first thing you should have said, if that's really what you wanted to do, Larry, you should have said, you know what? I am tabling a motion that we do a forensic audit. And if you wasn't really about that, then in your part and say thank you and goodbye for now. And done the whole thing. Or you do a Bob Barker, say make sure your pets are spayed or neutered, you know. But just go, brother, don't, yeah. You know what I mean? I had to call him out because it's not like...
He called him out, yeah?
Any of that was a surprise. There were no surprises. The people in there, they're enthusiastic, maybe somewhat overly so. But it's an amateur organization. It is a non-professional organization.
I was asked...
Trying to do the very best with probably about $1.5 million.
I was asked the question on air some time back, what would be Larry's best option? And I said, he needs to fire every single member of the federation and start again.
Well, he can't fire nobody because he's elected officials, right? But
and he couldn't do it. And I said, if that wasn't possible, then he would run into a lot of static. I am only hoping that is actually didn't happen, but you know what? Maybe that's what happened. He decided water more than flour, and he say, hey, well, I don't need this kind of stress in my life, and he ride out. And you know what? I can't get him wrong.
I could get him wrong, and I am.
I can't get him wrong.
I am giving him wrong. Larry, that is what we call in basketball a pump fake. That is a stutter step. You shake the man out of their boots, and then what? Then you go in the locker room, and the game's still on, and you in the locker room taking a shower. Brother man, that was uncool. Uncool.
Larry,
I ain't like that at all.
Anyhow, Larry's a good fella. He wouldn't take it personally. I know him. He wouldn't take it personally.
I know him too, and I find, well, maybe you should, brother.
Anyhow, on to basketball.
Basketball. Local?
No.
Because, you know, it have this kid over in Spain.
Eh?
And one of the top NBA scout, Mike Smith, is talking about this kid. Anyhow, we have some info on that.
Yeah, we will
talk about that.
The only thing we want before we get into football, because football we're going to take up a lot of our time. LeBron and the Lakers are doing marvelously.
Right, so tonight, while we're taping this show, Tonight, Lakers is playing Milwaukee Bucks. Giannis.
The two top teams. I actually think the Milwaukee Bucks will make it to the finals this year. And I think if they do, they will beat. They might. I did predict the Houston Rockets will win the NBA title, and James Harden and co will get their act together in the later half of the season.
Yeah,
that's just my prediction. I could be wrong, but I just feel so.
I haven't.
Dwight, don't take it personally, but I still feel Dwight. That. Dwight Dwight Stewart is a partner of Dwight, and healing you out.
Who's that? What are you talking about?
He's a partner of mine. Is what he go vibes me up. He go vibes me up. When he hear, he go write some opinion. Yeah, he go write some opinion. He go publish up all kind of thing on the Facebook posts and thing.
Let me say this, right? The NBA for me, I think I lost my spirit for watching NBA a while back. I was not a big fan of LeBron James. I was not a big fan of the shooting from the baseline to the next base. I was not a big fan of that.
But
people like Giannis, Porzingis, I think they've brought my interest level back into the point where I can say, all right, I really want to see Zion Williamson play. I want to see some of these new guys play.
Right.
I think what's his name? Ball. Lonzo Ball. I think he's paying for his dad's errors, and that's unfortunate for that youth. I think he has a lot to offer the NBA. I'm really excited about watching NBA right now. I ain't too sure if I want to sit down and watch a whole game, but I definitely watching more highlights. I've been following up a little more. And maybe in 2020 I'll start back watching games. Honestly,
that's only 10 days away.
Honestly,
give or take.
If I watch NBA these days, I watch Jordan era highlight tips the same way I watch Tyson era.
You're like people who live in.
I'm a nostalgia fan.
Yeah,
but I also like
you're living in the 80s kind of music. That you gotta move with the times.
All these teams scoring over 100 points, that's not possible, man. Some of these teams are shitty. Some of these teams are not good. You tell me the whole NBA is so good? No, man. No. They think they stop playing defense. Right? So if I wanna go in a gym and punch a boxing bag, nobody ain't gonna pay-per-view to watch Dennis Day punch a boxing bag.
I might.
A heavy bag or anything.
I might. It might be comical. I might watch.
For me, there's not enough value. Yes, there are players who are defensive minded. There are players who are good defenders, but they're few. Back in the Jordan era, you really had to bring it every night.
So say these people had to bring it every night.
Come on, man. It's offense.
Nah, you're being hateful. You're being hateful.
It's just shoot 'em up stuff. It's fun to watch when you're playing defense. When the person is just scoring at will and you have 50 people scoring 30 points in one night. I mean, like, really serious? I played basketball, and I'm telling you, it's not that easy. The only way it gets to be that easy is if nobody's defending you. Yes, I am a hater. That's what's going on right now. I am hating on the NBA. But really and truly, I don't know.
The man was a basketballer. All right.
Yeah.
Onward to football. The greatest game anywhere. First up.
Real football, I know, man.
Yeah. First up. I just want to talk about that goal Cristiano Ronaldo scored.
My God, I broke it down today, man.
I see.
All right, so that's
the first thing we want to talk about. We want to start with the good stuff.
Christie versus Sampdoria.
That man
Uwe versus Sampdoria.
That man fly up in the air.
So the play started around half line.
Yeah, boy.
Right? Started on the right, and then it built back up to the half line, and it went over to the left. Deep cross. Deep in almost the
edge of the box. Edge of the box.
Pass outside, pass the edge of the box.
All I know
almost to the side the goal line, and he crossed this ball.
Yeah, boy.
Anybody else but Christie on the receiving end of that pass, it would have been over the head. Anybody except maybe Zlatan.
Yeah, Zlatan told.
Zlatan.
Where'd I get up there?
Who's this?
And all the bun that man statue boy.
Berbatov, right.
All the buns Zlatan statue boy, all the Swedish people.
Christie takes 2 steps just outside the 6-yard box or 6-meter box and elevates. And
pure awesomeness.
Pure nutsack on the man's head.
Pure awesomeness.
It was.
Listen,
it was crutch feel. It was the crutch feel.
I ain't going so
the
far.
man had Christie's baby maker right on the back of his head when he tried to jump. I am not exaggerating. I can't share the tape here because we will get flagged, and I ain't about that life anymore. But let me tell you, Christie elevated. Yeah. I am thinking at least a 36 to 40 inch box jump, easy.
That man looked marvelous.
And
marvelous.
The timing was perfection. I am not a Christie fan, but you know who I am? I am that guy who would say Cristiano Ronaldo is one of the top athletes in the world right now.
I'm making a bold statement. Well, I always thought so.
I think he could do if he was.
Cristiano Ronaldo is the best footballer presently. I love Lionel Messi, but you know what I always liked about Cristiano? He could do numerous things. He could head. He could score free kick. He could just do a lot, and he could play in midfield. And that's why I always like him. But when you see that header was super. That header was sick. Sublime.
Let me tell you, I'll put the link to the video so you can watch it.
Yeah, that
but let me tell you, man, perfect. Yeah. Make that cross look good.
Yeah, and that cross wasn't so hard.
That defender had to wash the back of your head with soap, though, I'm telling you.
Dettol. Get some Dettol, daddy.
He rests the nuts right here, I'm telling you. Like,
get Dettol.
I'm telling you, like.
Onward.
Yeah, that's what's going on. Other football, Trinidad and Tobago football. You hear who get the work today?
Hold up. Before we go there, who get the firing? That's what we need to talk about.
What did we say? What did I say? Hit the road, Jack.
Hit the road.
Don't come wrong here. No more. Dennis, thank you for your service. We wish you the best in all your endeavors. I don't think he's going to get another job.
Jesus Christ.
I don't think he's going to get another job.
Lord. Listen.
Do you think he should? What has he done to get another job?
There were some facts relayed on one of your partner, like Signer Liebert's Wired 866.
Right.
795 days since his last competitive win. So 795 days is approx 2 years and change. Right? That is one. In this year, so far, 2019, his win percentage was 6%, relating to equaling one win. And you know who that was over? The primary school side from Anguilla.
A small side.
A small side. I said a 11-year-old they bring from Anguilla. Yeah. So if they didn't come, the man percentage would have been zorts.
Let me say this, right?
Hold up.
Dennis Lawrence, I mean, what you've done, you've basically come to be the villain of this story. We should be praising you. But now we're saying eyebrows later. Why? Because, I mean, he operated like if he was trying to hold on to this job. Right?
Well, I don't think he was. Hey, that's the part that's where we getting a little technical.
If
he wasn't trying to hold on to the job. He was given a renewed contract. Now it's all coming out now. He was allegedly, let me say allegedly, he was given a renewed contract that was never passed by the board. So it was unilaterally given to him by the
DJW.
By the former president. This is what is being said in the newspapers and so on. This is what I read and what I understand. And that contract was for an additional 2 years. And there was no clause in the contract that stated any kind of performance-related, let's say, conditions. So, look, the team lose 10 matches in a row, you're firing you. The team lose, they lose 20 points in the ranking system, we firing you. The team may qualify for a Gold Cup, we firing you. Nothing like that. And worse yet, and David John Williams, when the initial selection of a coach was being done and the committee selected the coach, they apparently did not select Dennis Lawrence.
Right.
And lo and behold, Dennis Lawrence gets the job. Not only that, there was a clause put in the contract. Again, this is all stuff I read in the newspapers, and I don't know if it's true or not true, that there was, performance criteria and conditionalities to the contract, and Dennis Lawrence refused to sign it, and they had to be removed before he signed it. So all of these things...
It has been reported.
It's been reported. So all these things are very curious. You know, you're just flabbergasted by the whole thing. Flabbergasted.
Don't
Look
you
it
get
up.
the feeling that if John Williams was returned to the presidency, Dennis Lawrence would still have a job?
Yes.
That's my problem right there.
Yeah, I think
Why? Brother.
I think...
Yeah, my brother, you try to go back into the UK football system. I really do wish you the best in your future endeavors. But for right now, my brother...
Yeah, I think that's...
You know that shaking head emoji?
Yeah.
Yeah, time to get...
Who get the work? We partner, boy.
We partner!
Yeah, boy.
How you feel about that?
Who? Well, first off, Terry, congratulations.
Terry Fennick.
Terry Fennick. The most Trinidadian Englishman ever there was one.
Yeah, boy.
That man... Terry, how long you living here?
Somebody put some cascadoo.
Yeah, boy.
In Terry Fennick airport doubles.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. But listen, Terry, let me tell you something, my brother.
Mm-hmm.
Terry, you're a footballer, you're a coach, you're a human being that I have utmost respect for.
Right.
And I really believe that you're going to bring a level of professionalism to the post that has been absent since Stephen Hart stepped up.
Yeah, you know what? And Stephen Hart really did a good job. And I think and I remember Terry and I might have done commentary for a game that the national team or Stephen Hart would have been there, and we talked about it. But I know we had discussions.
Back in the Wii Sports days. And I remember Terry having, at least based on the comments at the time, certainly a lot of respect for what Stephen Hart had done and or was doing at the time. And one of the things I think Terry will bring to the job is the fact that he's come to Trinidad as an Englishman, which is not often easy, assimilated himself into the culture, but not gone in the route of becoming what I would call, culturally immersed. No Trini toxicity.
Right. So he was able to bring his skill and his discipline and his level of leadership to Sanwa Jablate. They won 4 Pro League titles. They were a very good team, and even when they didn't win, they were close by. And I think he has a rebuilding process. I think if the TTFA is smart, they will give Terry 2 years to rebuild the team. The team needs to be rebuilt. It's not a case of he's going to come in and get results. I don't think Terry thinks that. I don't think anybody should think that. It has to be rebuilt. It will take a little bit of time. He needs to start looking for new players. Because he has to develop an entire system.
And he has to look for another new player.
Yes.
Due to another fact this morning, today, we woke up to the news that there was a fatal car accident on the highway, and we lost Shannon Winchester.
Yes. So condolences to him, his family,
it's a real sad one,
his girlfriend. I think he has a young child.
Yeah.
All his former teammates.
Yeah. So 4 people died in that car accident.
4 people died in car. So very, very sad state of affairs. And I think that definitely is a big blow to football in general. I think so we want to
send our condolences on behalf of this whole team. For sure. And that's one of the key assets that he would have been missing right now. But certainly Terry deserves our support. He's been part of this fabric at Trinidad and Tobago. He's coached at the TT Pro League level for quite some time. He's a well-known character. I want to give you some words of advice though, Terry.
Hey.
Don't clout nobody.
No clothesline, buddy.
No clothesline, nobody.
Yeah, that man clothesline.
Right? You will feel the need to. You will feel that this is the only way out, Terry. Call a brother before you do it. Right? So it's like that show on TV, you had a rescue call when nobody don't know the answer. You can call a friend.
Yeah, call a friend.
Call a friend.
Yeah.
Call Chris, call me. I was on Twitter. Whoever I denied my phone, go, nyek. And if it's you, Terry, I will take that call. Brother.
You will take the call?
I will take that call. Because I want to see Terry succeed in this job. I
but
really do.
Here's a couple of questions. We still have a chance of getting in the Gold Cup. With Terry now...
Sorry, what?
We still do. We have to play the winner between Guyana and Barbados.
highly motivated Barbados team, I have to say.
But I never, me. I just, I'm anti-Barbados.
Barbados accent in the world. No. The second worst.
Barbados and
mine is
football.
the worst.
Barbados and football together is like an oxymoron.
But you know what? We ought to beat them. We reached to the point where we
boy.
reached to the point.
That's shameful, eh?
Football
Had
reached to the point
to beat Barbados in a playoff.
Yeah.
That is 11.
Seriously,
Yeah,
man?
boy. Barbados.
This is our 2019. This is what we're facing.
Yeah, boy.
A new decade of this immortal planet called Earth. We're going to face a new world.
Possibly Barbados.
That we have to beat Barbados.
Or Guyana.
Yo,
I mean, if we had to play Guyana, I might feel.
St. Vincent had knocked us out of our World Cup qualifying a million years ago, I think.
I think so.
After 1919, it was. Not 1990. So 1994 World Cup.
Yeah, it might have been St. Vincent and the Grenadines.
Vincent.
But they had a good team.
We have reached full circle.
Yeah.
Right? So.
True that.
Wow.
True that. In other football news, so hear this one. I know you might not have heard this because I try to keep up to date with what's happening. I do. So the Super League, the last round of matches was supposed to be played on Sunday. So hear me well, I'm going to lay it out for you. And the matches were played, and prior to the matches being played, Prisons had a 3-point gap over Police FC. They played their match and drew, and therefore ended up 4 points clear, and therefore, of course, Police can't catch them, and then they are the league champions, right? But hold on, this is Trinidad. And nothing is always...
Nothing is impossible. Impossible is nothing.
So, sorry, it's Bethel. So, Bethel FC and Police FC played a match in Tobago at that same ground where I tell you...
Was a flood out.
So, it must was flood out again. And the match was decided based on an appeal or maybe a lodge or complaint by police that, this ground is absurd. And it was carried through, and they say, hey, here we're going on. This ground absurd, we are awarding Police the match 3-0. So Bethel lost points. Bethel appealed that decision and won the appeal. But here's the jolly good part of this story. The jolly good part of this story is that after winning that appeal, which now gives them back 3 points, which had been deducted prior, they were told, or the rest of the league was informed about, they have now won this appeal, after the matches were played on Sunday night. After, not before. So after. So let me lay it out for you. Prison go, they go and play Police, they draw 2-2, they win a point, they say, right, we win the league, we can't get caught, Bethel can't catch us. 10 minutes after, I just saying it might have been more, it might have been less, I don't know. They get a word, wait, hold up. Bethel really get 3 points in the match. So only really 1 point ahead of them. So all you have to wait until Bethel play the final match to see if they really win the league.
Only in Trinidad. Hashtag Trinidad is not a real place. But unfortunately, Trinidad is.
And of course, the excuses, the excuses have been flying left and right as to who. Keith Lecloy says they didn't need to know. Nobody had to tell them. And you know what I find really sad? In this age of communication, Mr. Lecloy, with all due respect to you, this is an age of communication. And whether or not by law or by rights you think they don't have to inform every team, it would be at least common courtesy that if the decision was being appealed by Bethel, that everybody should have been informed that the decision is being appealed, and as soon as that appeal decision had been arrived at, they should have been informed, the entire league should have been informed as well. Not only have they now appealed, but 2 days later, they have won the appeal, and therefore we have reversed the points. Sunday night, I don't know if it is that you all met Sunday night while the games was in progress and decide the appeal, or somebody decide the appeal after a match. It just seems a little contrived and bacchanalism, and it's sour, and the Super League
entirely Trinidadian.
And here's the part about it: the Super League, which hopes to become a part of a T League, And that's what they was calling it.
Like forget that because that thing that's not workable. Honestly, that is not workable.
Why you find that not workable? I mean,
it's not workable because.
Well, tell me why.
Because Super League doesn't have the burden of debt that the Pro League does. It does not have the overheads, the burden of overheads that the Pro League has. So what is the point of merging two unstable elements when you know it's not going to make a better element? It's like, no.
So who's the unstable? The
It's
Pro
like,
League, the
you
Pro
know
League
what
is
it
an
is?
unstable element. That's what you're saying.
You know what it is? It's
let me hear.
KFC, you have Japs, and you have Royal Castle right next to each other.
Right, okay.
Right?
Songing good so
and then
far.
When you look down the road, you see some little van on the side of the road with a tanty frying wings, and you say, you know what? I can eat some wings tonight. You know? No, my brother. No.
You're going by Royal Castle. I going by Royal Castle.
No, I would go by the Japs.
And then I going by Japs.
Yeah, the Japs.
The Japs wings big.
No, not the wings. I don't eat wings. I don't eat them things.
It's true.
I go leave a good
fish.
big salmon, big like a head, Chris.
All right.
Big. To go and eat wings. Wings of all things.
I like wings. I don't care what you say.
I used to eat wings. I like Royal Castle wings.
See, Royal Castle wings deadly.
Back in the day.
They're still deadly.
Before the airport scandal. Pre-airport scandal, Jesus. Royal Castle is used to lash different. I could tell you that.
You can't say that because you don't eat Royal Castle wings now, so you don't know how it's lashing.
Whatever. I can tell you the pepper no good. The pepper is trash.
Oh, Lord
trash.
have mercy.
It's trash. I tell you, Terminix, I like requests on Facebook.
Why?
Terminix, I don't know. Maybe
but there's the Terminix Super League. They have a team, Terminix Santa Rosa.
Terminix sponsor. Anyhow,
so what you
sponsor the show now, like yeah.
So what you're saying is that the Super League and the Pro League could never be one.
No, I didn't say could never, because this is Trinidad, the land of the bubble, home of the hummingbird, and land of the scarlet ibis. But it shouldn't. It shouldn't.
Yeah.
Right? In the Bible, they talk about something being unequally yoked, and certainly.
Ooh, yeah, lyrics.
I had to go out biblical.
Yeah, boy.
On them there tonight.
So
anyhow, we want some tides, not ties. He talk about wing, I talking about tides. Right? So some new $100 in the new year would be really nice. But Chris, let's talk about the show. So first of all, this is 2019. We headed into 2020.
2020.
So we'll be uploading this show in Christmas week.
Righty.
We would not be doing a show
Christmas time.
The next show is going to be the first week in January.
Yeah, I eating real
and what
turkey,
we're going to be doing, we're going to be
licking up some ham.
A wrap of the best sports in Trinidad and Tobago.
For the year.
For the decade, man.
For the decade?
Yes, 2020 is a brand new.
Yeah, but
brand new
we coming hard.
In cellophane. It will be a brand new decade where legal ganja is going to be consumed all around you in places that are not public. In other words, it will be just like this year right now.
Except
no difference.
Except
you can't get jail.
No popo coming for you.
You can't get jail coming
for you. The popo are not coming for you.
Your plug. That's the only difference.
The popo cannot arrest you.
But for like right now, what we want to do is we want to thank you all for joining us on the platform. You know, we continue to build. We're improving every day.
Yes.
We're learning about new stuff every day. And certainly in the new year with some new pieces coming in, we're gonna be.
We're gonna vibes it up even more.
Stick around. We have a few things that you will like. Coming up, you know what I mean? So
now, if you differ any opinions, put them down.
Yeah, for
sure. Send your comments. We love that. We love people who people who don't agree with me.
Yeah.
I like them.
Yeah.
I might not agree with you.
Yeah.
You might be wrong because I always right, but I still go like you.
Another thing too, the way we work, if you the athlete, you the fan, you hear about something, send it to us.
Yes.
Right? We really like to get that information straight from source.
Yeah.
It makes a big difference when we come out here. We get that information straight from source. So if you have information, you have a video you want to share, right now we're going to start adding in a couple of things. One of the things that we're going to add in on the new year will be video highlights. Guess whose video highlights we want to talk about? Yours.
Yeah.
So athletes abroad, you're competing abroad, you're pro, whatever. Get somebody your iPhone in the stands and let them shoot some stuff. After your match, after your race, after your performance, your competition, you come and you just do a quick video, send it to us on any of our channels, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter.
And
we will definitely, because this show is about you guys.
We get your blind.
This is about you all. So for sure, certainly what we want to say is we're extending the platform to you all. We are inviting you all to share your news, share your moments, so that we can put it out there into the world. That's what TT Game Plan is all about, and that's what this platform is built on.
And as usual too, we also want to look for sports that don't get the coverage they should get. There's so many sports, and I know you've been covering archery quite a lot. Badminton is one of those sports. Squash. We have lots of sports that really don't get the attention of the media and or sponsors. So we want to make sure that you can always get a chance with us. So
volleyball is going on right now. Indoor Premier League is going on right now. You can check that out. That is down at the Shogunas Indoor Facility. $20 a night. Let me tell you something. Usually it's like 3 to 4 games a night.
Awesomeness.
It is really, I mean,
from us here,
amazing stuff, man.
Before we go, I want to say I wish you all the best for the Christmas and a happy, bright, and prosperous New Year.
Indeed.
Terry, that goes double for you. Because you're going to need it, my boy. Yeah, oh, God, Terry. You know, after Terry see this, he going to call me and start a buff me. But Terry, that's all right. You can buff me anytime. I cool with that. I have no problem.
Terry and Aaron.
You
two favorite white boys, and let me say.
Yeah, Aaron need a triple dose.
Again, Trinis. Both of them very much the same way of feeling about Trinidadian culture, Trinidadian lifestyle, and they really need we need to get them a full passport.
Right. Kyron, I like the job you're doing. Keep doing it, my boy.
Yeah, and you know what, Karyssa, who edits our shows.
Karyssa, I'm yet to meet you.
I want to tell you, Karyssa, thank you.
This man is hateful. This man has not allowed me to see you, But I thank you, even though I don't know who you are.
Right. So the link to Karyssa's YouTube channel is going to be in the show notes, so you can check that out for sure. Karyssa is an excellent television and video producer. You could definitely check out her. She has about at least 20 music videos that have gotten over 1 million views. So we're dealing with the best people. And certainly, Karyssa, thank you from the bottom of our heart. Larry, big things coming out again with this new year is going to be crazy.
All right.
That's it.
From us here to you.
Arian, Liam, Jediah, Daddy loves you.
My family,
Brenny,
Karima, Reagan, Small Boy,
and that's
KF Marco,
Raygun.
Eviana Marley, Jaden Gill. We gone, we out. See you later.
Make it. Booyaka shot.
Bye.